7:38. Welcome back to Good Day Columbia on a Monday. You know this girl, Christy Sequin. That tells you it's a Monday. Sure, that's right. Get fit and stay fit. So today we're doing continuing kind of the series where you don't need a whole gym. You can do stuff around your house. With sometimes weight, sometimes body. But today we're talking about almost like a grail.
The
goblet,
Holy Grail.
Right, the Holy Grail. That's right. We're doing some squats. So we're going to mix in some extra resistance weights with squats.
That's right. Now we've talked about the basic squat, and some people have trouble with that because they lack core strength and, of course, posterior chain, which is your lower back, your glutes, your hamstrings. That's right. And see, so a lot of people when they're coming down, they can't come down all the way, or they tend to pitch forward too far. So the goblet squat is a great way to train the body, especially for a beginner or someone who does have a weak core, weak posterior chain, because it forces the body to stay in the proper alignment. Because you're holding the weight up here, and the reason it's called goblet, hold that for a second, there we go, is there you go, the hands are in this position, which kind of looks like a goblet, like you drink out of, right? So, excuse me, that's why we call it the Holy Grail. So you can hold the dumbbell, like, probably want to hold it on the top instead of, there you go, or like that, either one. And so what you do is you hold it back against you, and again, drop the booty back first and squat and go deep.
See, all you bankers, you can do this in a suit in the office.
That's right. The idea is to get, again, the booty below the knees. You want to break that plane, get as deep as you can.
Okay.
Literally to the point where your elbows are touching your knees. You want to come down to elbows.
That's kind of low.
Exactly.
All right,
that's
Sequin,
exactly where you want to be. There you go. Now that's a deep squat.
All right, that's the difference.
There you go.
How many of these would you do in a set? What does a set look like?
Well, you want to do, again, it depends on your fitness level. Start out with, if you can only do 5, that's fine. Work up to it. Because these really do work the legs, and you will find that the core and the upper back are working too. You might find that you're sore in your upper back after doing
That's
these.
what I was going to ask you. Where are you going to be sore the next day? Your upper back, obviously your quads and your thighs.
Yes, and also the upper back and possibly even the arms, because you're holding the weight. Now you can lay it on your chest like this where you get some more support. Because again, the idea is it keeps the torso upright. See how much,
makes sense.
See how much more vertical I am doing this versus without the weight, you tend to pitch forward.
Oh yeah, you're slightly canted that way.
Right, well the weight counterbalances that and allows you to sit down and keeps you from falling over backwards, because of course one of the fears people have is like, I'm going to pitch over backwards. Right. So, and the goblet squat is also a good way to introduce to the front squat, which is where you take the next step and you put the bar across your, use a big bar, like an Olympic bar, and you put it across the shoulders like that.
That'll be for next week. All right, Christy.
Well, not everybody has an Olympic bar in their living rooms. You can always use the dumbbell.
All right, Christy Sequin, the goblet squat. We'll put that for you at MidlandsConnect.com/GDC. You get fit, you stay fit with Miss Sequin, and thanks to her as well. If you want to get some quality training, you certainly can do that. Your gluteus maximus might be a little sore, but be worth it.
That's right. Very important.
All right, guys. Coming up next, it is fall, which means it's time to get some of that good stick-to-your-ribs food. You know who has that? Oh, yes, Gary's in. Chef Gary's coming up in a little bit with some fall flavors that'll tickle your tongue. Alexis, something tickle your tongue?
Taste buds?
I was going somewhere. Taste buds. That's what I wanted. Taste buds. I was going somewhere with it.